J.J. Redick was getting just all the love and all the credit. What a communicator. Look how he's built this team. Look how he's defined everybody's roles, etc. And now we're about to watch J.J. Redick unravel in front of our faces. Because remember last year during the playoffs when he only played 5 guys the entire game because he didn't think anybody else on the team was worthy of any minutes at all?
Yeah.
That's about what we're going to see here real soon. When you don't have Luka and Austin, and LeBron is like, well, what am I going to do? And you don't have any of your stars. Now you've got all role players. You start to see that JJ does not believe in these role players. He was very fortunate that all.
Oh, wait.
stars,
Are you saying that maybe the roster construction was an issue? He believes that because he doesn't believe in the role players?
Well, it's a huge issue when you don't have 3 stars.
Right. But clearly, he to your point, you said he didn't really believe in them.
No, he doesn't believe in these guys at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Jared Vanderbilt situation last night,
oof,
that kind of told me everything I needed to see. And
so Cappy was deep in this.
Yeah.
Cappy was whipping out his phone, showing it. Wendy had kind of given us the headline, but then Cappy was all investigative reporter. He was showing everybody in the suite, hey, look at this. He pulled out binoculars. I don't know from where. And he's like, Vandy's not on the bench, guys. Vandy's not on the bench. Like, can we go back to East Central now? I'm tired.
And it's Vando.
Vando's not on the bench. He's not on the bench. Yeah, if Vando would just stay healthy, everything would be fine.
Well, but his health, can I ask it, does everybody remember this the way I remember it? George, don't you remember about, I'd say a good month and change ago, Luka is coming off the floor.
Yeah.
And JJ tries to grab his wrist, and Luka kind of shoves him off. And then Luka goes to the bench, and JJ comes walking down, and now Luka's going to get up, and Luka's going to get up into JJ's face. Do you remember this episode?
Of course, yes, vividly, yes.
Do you remember who the person was that played Peacemaker in that?
I think it was Vanderbilt, yes, if I recall correctly.
Right. So Jared Vanderbilt played Peacemaker between Luka and JJ, and yet last night, rather than Vanderbilt being a professional, he decided he wanted to go after JJ. And then, honestly, I don't have the answer here at 7:09 this morning. I know what I think. I think Jared Vanderbilt left the bench. But on the other hand, maybe JJ told him to leave. I don't really know yet.
Right. It could be one or the other.
Right.
Neither. It doesn't really matter. I mean, clearly there's,
Clearly there's what?
An issue.
Yeah.
He had an issue with what was said to him. He was upset because he's not very good right now. And JJ took a timeout because JJ was like, all right, I got to take him out. We're getting killed. And he was upset about that.
Well, if I were Vanderbilt, the only argument I would really have in it is well, who else are you going to put in? I mean, you're taking me out, but who you putting in for me? Drew Timme? I mean, Maxi Kleba? I mean, what are you doing here, JJ? I'm out here giving you what I got, and you're gonna yank me?
Right, but he's a one-way player, so it's a problem. And that one way he wasn't playing that well in that one way. So,
well, I mean, who played?
You got to
well?
do something. You can't just sit there and let the thing just completely unravel.
No, but it wasn't just Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is the one that we'll all talk about because he got back into JJ's face and then he was gone, he literally disappeared.
Well, Cappy,
yeah.
I found it interesting when I was going through the post-game sound that JJ was very, very negative and critical of the guys that you could tell he doesn't like. And then the other guys, he was happy to glaze.
Okay, so let's take notes here.
I want to know.
All right, who are some of those guys, Lindsay?
Yeah, here, I'll play the clip of the guys he glazed, okay? You want to start with the Glazers?
Yeah, let's start with the positive. Yeah, who are the guys he really appreciated last night?
Okay.
But yeah, I think, the guys, they, for the most part, fought hard and put a lot into it. We're undermanned right now, and it's important that everybody is trying to play the right way and play for the team. And I think certainly there was a number of guys that did some good things tonight. I thought right at his minute restriction. He made some mistakes, but he played hard. He had a lot of effort. And Jake was great defensively in his minutes. Luke again, with
3
on ball with 9 assists. So Rui, making shots. Drew to start the game was great. So a lot of good things.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So right. So there was
5 glazings.
There was Thero. There was
Timmy.
Jake LaRavia.
Kennard, LaRavia, Drew Chimmy, and who was the other one?
He said Rui, but
Rui.
Okay, so then he gets into Rui, okay?
Yeah,
he likes Rui, but I think he's a little hard on Rui, but I know he likes Rui.
But he did call a timeout to yank him too, right?
Here's what he said.
Yeah.
I just called the early timeout because Rui didn't do his job, and so took him out of the game. We've got to find 9 guys that are like all in on us fighting.
Yeah. So maybe he's turned on Rui.
I tell you right now.
All right, so that's one.
He's going to unravel,
He's
George.
turned on him.
He is going to unravel. He was living in that euphoria of the month of March, and he is going to lose his you-know-what in the month of April. Seriously. He's going to blow up right in front of us.
All right, so go ahead. Who else?
Okay,
Rui's on the wrong side. Who
Want to
else is on
save
the wrong side?
the best for last, or you want to?
No, just go. I mean, you go with what you
build
think.
up to it.
I trust you. Go ahead.
Here's what he said about Vando.
Just a confluence of things. Again, it's nothing personal with him. Normal stuff from my end. I think for all of us, being undermanned and we've got to scrap and claw. We've got to all be on the same page. We got to be great teammates. We got to all play hard. Called a timeout to get him out of the game, and he reacted. But again, normal interaction for me.
Normal interaction for me.
I've been screaming at Vando all year.
You have.
It's just normal for me. I just rip his ass and tell him he ain't doing his work, and he just didn't take kindly to my commentary.
And then DeAndre Ayton here. That's the best one.
Oh, let me hear this.
Yeah, he's had trouble catching the ball. So we ran a bunch of plays for him. He's just had trouble catching the ball, and I don't know if that's the passing or if it's him trying to get position. He hasn't been able to catch the ball.
So, timeout. I have a question here.
2 hands, guys.
He's a number 1 overall pick.
Hands,
how does
pal.
he not know how to catch the ball?
Hey, it's a skill, Lindsay.
Right.
Okay.
He's a number 1 overall pick. He should know how to catch the ball.
It's a skill like anything else. Catching the ball is difficult. All right. I mean, George, you must have taught Mateo how to catch the ball, right? How old is Mateo?
Mateo is 7.
Okay, he's 7.
He's
Can he
been
catch?
able to catch the ball since he was 6.
okay.
That's like the fundamental stage,
Hey,
right?
listen, you learn these skills around 6 years old. Now when you're 27, you forget things like that. It's tough to catch the ball, Coach. Sorry. Okay, I'm trying to use 2 hands.
They ran special plays for him. What?
What's funny is how the DeAndre Ayton thing, like when he had that one stretch of games again that were pretty good. Like I told you, there would be stretches of time where he'd be pretty good, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not saying. What are you saying now?" Meanwhile, the coach says he can't catch the ball.
Hey, catching is hard. Okay, don't downplay how hard it is to catch the ball. But let me ask you this question: What is DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hachimura?
I mean, they're all gone.
Jake LaRavia.
Well, LaRavia will be here.
But what are these guys supposed to do? I mean, they're number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on this roster. It's if you lose number 1, but you've still got 2 and 3, okay, you should probably still be able to compete. If you lose 1 and 2 and you've only got 3 and beyond, that's going to make things much more difficult. When you lose 1, 2, and 3, now you're asking your backups or your role players. And by the way, I should just add this: the Lakers didn't lose 1, 2, and 3. They lost 1, 2, 3, and 4 because Marcus Smart is not playing as well. So you're asking guy 5 through guy 12, guy 14, whatever it is. As JJ says, you got to have 9 guys. So you're asking guy 5 through guy 14 to carry you against the defending champs? Come on. Last night was a minor league product.
I understand that part of it, but it's not just against the defending champs. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, you saw what happened against Dallas.
Correct.
But they even had LeBron in that game against Dallas. So even with LeBron, you're asking for too much. If you don't have guy 1 and guy 2, and you don't have guy 3 or guy 4, you know what you are? You're a G League team.